Welcome back, JSN Unfiltered fans. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit the subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. Well, first off, I want to give a shout out to Roy Jones Jr. and Bernard Hopkins for getting to the Hall of Fame. They made boxing exciting. Roy Jones was a madman in the 90s, and Bernard was a madman in 2000s. And shout out to them for fighting. Fighting. I like to see everybody want to see the best play the best fight the best. And I wanted to play this clip when they were talking on a bus, I guess on the way to or from the Hall of Fame where they did the speech. And I want you to get your opinion on this video. They were talking about Charlo and how these boxers like Earl Spence is not fighting each other. I'm gonna play this clip and then you can check it out, and I'll give you my 2 cents after.
That think that way, but look, the real fans in boxing know, the TV people know that what counts. They put you back on TV, they put you, give you another shot, do what you try to do. But there's, majority of people that get in any sport that are boxing, they're not gonna be 50 and 0 in their career, or 60 and 0. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You're gonna have to. Roy said it best. You fight the best. You fight those guys, Earl Spence, Crawford, all that. Look, you ain't gonna know until you step in there where you are the best, and you ain't gonna get that stamp of approval from the history of the time going when it's too late. Where you're like, why you didn't fight this person? Why you didn't fight that person?
It's
you
true.
still might make the Hall of Fame. You still might do but I don't want to go into my Hall of Fame like I wish I would have. And when I had that chance, I wish I would have fought that guy. Or I wish I would have made that decision.
Let me ask you this: why is Jermell Charlo not getting respected? Nobody puts him on their pound for pound list. I have him on my pound for pound list. He's undisputed at 154. He's a great fighter.
We beat
Anybody they put in front of him.
I understand, but what I'm saying is though, you gotta go challenge yourself. You should.
You didn't name him.
No, pass it. No, you don't name pass it. That's the one. You gotta go challenge yourself. So for my problem, here's the one thing I got. It's too many friends. It's too many friends. Because half the guys right that you fight, make a name for yourself, you call them your friends. And you can't fight. We didn't play that game, you understand me? People are surprised to see other friends now. Because we didn't play that back in the day. You couldn't be friends and dominate boxing. You can't have friends who ain't that low you or above you and say you gonna dominate boxing. Because when your friend become pound one in the top 5,
You have to fight him.
you gotta get them, and they don't want to do that.
No, you
that's why
gotta fight,
problems
get 'em.
come. That's where the problems coming in. So it's too many friends. In my opinion.
Don't be friends. So James only wasn't. I love him, but he doesn't love nobody. That James was always
Don't be
honest.
friends until you fight.
Yeah.
Respect. You gotta know
After the
respect.
fight's over, you can be friends again. That's why we shake each other
Got
hand,
it.
right?
Well,
Be friends before the fight, they ain't gonna take it serious.
so
They might not even sell a lot of tickets because that's not the nature of the sport for 100 years. Yeah, you can be cordial, you can be respect, but at the end of the day, the fans want to see what? They want to see the entertainment, what you do.
what
But
do
you
you?
must take risks, man. I just think that it's, every generation, you hear that same thing. In anything, you must take risks.
What do you guys think of Gervonta Davis?
I think Tony Monster. I like the fact that he ain't friends with many of them at all.
I
That's
think-
good because
yeah.
he's still on his own. So
Yeah.
now he can make money, he can make moves, he can make just the same with Devin Haney. He said, I ain't friends with none. I want them all. You with me, I don't care what you pick. I want you. You feel me? And I like that's what boxing has to get back to. It ain't about a popularity contest. It's who the best when they all come together. Which queen rides to each other?
To be the best in that division, Tank this in, you have to be Tank Davis. Period.
I'd love to see a fight with him and Ryan at some point. That would be a big fight.
I like to see it too, but I like to see it when everybody else wants to see it. He has to me, I feel that he has at least 2 more. And again, being the promoter of that and a part of that, I'm gonna say hopefully 2 more that we can recognize with names that Roy just mentioned about fights. Fighters fights that's dangerous, that's a threat. That they can just lose, they can win basically. And if I add that on there, then yeah.
What made the 70s and the 80s and the 90s so great when it comes to boxing, come to sports? It's because the best played the best. Muhammad Ali fought Frazier, and all the greats fought each other. In the 80s, it was Hearns, it was Sugar Ray Leonard, the Hand of Stone. Everybody fought each other, even in the 90s. Like the top fought each other. We don't want questions on who could be the best. Let them play, and then we can discuss it later. You know, and that's the thing with this generation. I totally agree with him when it comes to these guys are friends. These guys are trying to make money, and they're scared to lose their money. That's what it's all about. Instead of loving the sport, the money gonna come. But they're doing it the other way around. They're like they have brands and all this other stuff. So I don't believe, in my opinion, that they really love boxing like they claim they do. You know, because that's where it's all about. But I do agree with Bernard Hopkins. It's about timing too. You know, so right now, that is the problem. We are waiting for these big fights, and they don't understand the fact that they're ruining the sport, because they still get big numbers when it comes to pay-per-views, but the support is dwindling. You know, you have your boxing fans that will watch the fights and they know everything, but the actual casual fans, they're not going to show up if these guys are not fighting. One thing I have to respect about Mayweather, he did fight everybody. I think he fought the most champions out of any boxer, I think. But I mean, you can let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. But I respect him for doing that. You know, I definitely respect the heavyweight division in the past as well. But they don't fight no more, and it's getting frustrating. See, in the NBA, you got to play each other. I love the way the commissioner does it, where you have to play these teams. So, you know, every team play each other at least, 2 to 4 times. So we get to see who can be the best and what have you. You know, I like the system in the NBA, other than the Game 7 series where they're skipping days. They're not playing for 3 or 4 days. I don't like that. I like the old days when they used to play every other day, but they're doing this low management bull crap that I do not like. But they got to do something about this boxing, man. They got too many belts, too many weight classes, and these guys are not fighting each other. It's kind of boring, you know. So, I mean, they should make it mandatory that they have to fight each other or they're going to lose their belt or something. Because, I mean, in the UFC, Dana White is the dictator, and he makes sure that these guys fight. So you always see great fights on these cards, but boxing don't do that. What do you think about what Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr. said? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video.